Hey, Arcturus here. Today we're looking at the Imperial Armored Marauder from LEGO Star Wars. This was from the Mandalorian Season 2 and is a out of stock set. I picked this up on eBay for about what I think this retailed normally. It didn't go up too much. It looked really cool. I missed this when it came out and I really liked the look of it, so I picked it up. It comes with 4 minifigures, including Greef Karga, and 3 stormtroopers. One of those stormtroopers is the artillery stormtrooper, which you can see in the box in the yellow. Move this out of the way. And if you enjoy these videos, don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave me a comment down below on your favorite LEGO Star Wars set. So this set has a couple different hatches in a few places. Most of them, you have 4 of this style of hatch. There are no stickers in the set, I can happily report. And you get these little crates that just sit in the side. And unfortunately, the studs are a little too large to fit in this, but I was planning to store all the ammo for these older style stud launchers in there, but they don't quite fit. You can only get 1 piece in there. And then those close to give you this kind of covered hatch with a little, what to me looks like a gun port. It's not quite a gun port, but it looks like it to me. You do get 4 stud launchers on the set, 2 in the front here, and then 2 on this turret here on the back. And you have these other non-stud launching turrets here on the sides, and those are mirrored on both sides. And nicely, they tuck into the model, so they don't actually have to stick out. And I think it looks very good this way. And then they have room to rotate outwards and can almost get 180 degrees of angle there. You have a hatch here that you can place a minifigure, so it looks like he's sticking out of the top of this transport. And then you also, of course, have some room here in the front for a driver for the vehicle. You have a little typical pad here for the computer. And the back also opens, and you can put a minifigure here in the turret section. And there is, of course, a hatch here, if I can, where you can also put in additional minifigures for that transport section. These side hatches also can open all the way, so you could have one side open and have somebody exiting or getting in, depending on what you prefer. And they don't actually, and these don't lock together. They're just held up by friction in this case, maybe a little bit by the studs behind this plate, but mostly just by that notched sort of angled piece there. I quite like this. I don't know. I like the Imperial vehicles. There's just something about the shape of them. They just seem kind of practical. And I like Star Wars stuff. Even though I don't quite like most of the modern Disney Star Wars stuff. At the very least, most of it doesn't interest me. I do still quite like Star Wars. So, and of course you have these little blue studs for the engine thrusters there as well. For minifigures, you get Greef Karga, as you can see here, with a nicely detailed torso and legs that go together where the print kind of goes down both of them for that overcoat. And a small amount of detail here on the back. He does not have dual-sided face printing, just the one face. And I gave him a blaster pistol. Then we have 2 stormtroopers. 1 and 2. And these are basically identical. Actually, they are identical, I should say. Except for the heads, you do have 2 different head options. So you have head option 1, which does only come with the one face print. And then head option 2. They have the very nice Imperial Stormtrooper helmets. I've always liked the Imperial Stormtrooper helmets. They look very nice. And there are, of course, no helmet holes on these. And they fit really nicely. They seem to be a higher quality to me than the Clone Trooper helmets. Though if you disagree, let me know in the comments down below. And then we have the Artillery Stormtrooper with the yellow markings. You get that little shoulder cape there. And he has this sort of clear backpack piece you can see there that holds the sort of jetpack-like item on the back there. He also has some very nice detail there on the back, again with the yellow printing. if you wanted to remove either his backpack or the shoulder cape and use him elsewhere, he would still have the yellow printing for the torso. But some very nice detail on him, especially with the yellow markings. And you do also get a little artillery cannon to go with it as well. Well, that is the Imperial Armored Marauder. It was a fun build, and I quite like the look of it. And I will see you next week with another video.